So my credit score is about 550.
Speaking of cars, that's the car I want so bad. That was a sign. That was a sign.
So I made a nice little $100,000 mistake.
Back with the blue hoodie and a bit of a different intro today. Yesterday I was contacted by a viewer on the channel about a scam. Someone is pretending to be me. I never thought I'd say those words. The scam involved investing and something to do with a car where you only pay the shipping. It was through WhatsApp and it was found in the comment section. I don't use WhatsApp or any other type of messaging apps. I don't work with anyone else. I don't promote any companies, websites, or investments. And I will never ask anyone to send any money for any reason. Luckily, he didn't fall for it, so please be careful. Let's get into the video. $1,250 a month Kia.
Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, Legacy Motorcars.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. My phone calls, I just came back from Florida, so it's been a lot of backlog of getting back these messages. So, all right. So you got into a bad deal, unfortunately, in August of 2024. You bought a 2024 Kia Forte. APR is about 29%.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Your payments are $819 a month. You owe $25,000. You want us to buy it? Is that what you want us to do?
The purchase was pretty new, so I know like it's probably not possible, but like whatever you feel is best, I'll say.
I drive one of these. One of the reasons I bought it is because of the price. It was one of the most affordable cars at the time. I was paying around $298 a month for it. She's paying over $500 more a month than it cost me. No Kia is worth that much.
How much is your insurance a month?
So my insurance a month is like $450.
$450 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked that is everybody who buys a car or currently has a car should account for insurance being part of an expense for the vehicle. And since the Kia Fortes, I don't know if you remember the Kia Boys. I'm pretty sure the 2024. Do you have the turn key or do you have the push start?
I heard about this Kia Boy things a while back in the news. At the time, I was a little bit worried. But luckily, I have a manual transmission. And it's around 80% or more that can't drive stick. So most people can't even steal it if they wanted to.
The turnkey.
Got you. So the reason why the insurance is so expensive is because they'll be easily stolen. So that's why insurance companies, and I even know insurance companies now that don't even insure them anymore. So it's really hard to sell them. So a lot of dealerships aren't buying them per se. What's your credit score?
So my credit score is about 550. Like I've been working on establishing it because I didn't really know much about credit until recently. So I didn't necessarily have the best score when I went to inquire about the car. So getting the car kind of taught me better ways to build my credit.
$450 a month just to insure it. That's more than I was paying for the car and insurance together. If the car payment wasn't bad enough to make her rethink it, you would think her insurance rate would be. But no, let's forget about how much it's actually going to cost every month because we're getting a new car.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, with a 550 or 500 credit score, there's no option for you. Why is it so low? Do you have late payments? Did you have another repo? What's going on?
No, actually. I think I've always been on time with my payments. I honestly have no idea why it's so low.
Who's the bank?
Global Lending, sir.
Unfortunately, there is really nothing you can do.
I think about 32 a month. Something like that.
So you see how this car, obviously but it's more than a third of your income is going to this car. So I'm sure it's weighing down on you a lot. There's just no way for you out the vehicle. One, you have some negative equity, not that much since it's brand new. How many miles are on the car?
A little under 10,000.
All right, so, number one, that. Two, you have a really high interest payment, and since you're leveraged up so much, like at $800, I would recommend you paying $300-400 extra a month towards the principal so you can pay it down. But you said that you only make $3,200 a month, so if you're going to pay $1,600 a month, that's going to be almost half your income going towards this car, and that wouldn't be smart just to save on the interest.
I find it hard to believe she has a credit score that low and didn't miss any payments. She also mentioned she's trying to establish her credit but doesn't know why it's so low. You would have to know why in order to fix it. A lot of things not making sense here.
You don't have a lot of money down, so you can't get into a cash car. It's just very limited. So a lot of people, I like the fact that a lot of people come to me to try to get some advice, and unfortunately, it's just sometimes it is what it is, and there's nothing that I can do.
This was the first purchase.
Yeah. So, again, in a word of the wise is just next time you try to get into a car, just try to do an insurance quote before you buy the car and then really assess your credit situation, because it's going to be really hard to get out of this vehicle, unfortunately.
Right, okay.
So I know it's not news you want to hear. I get it all the time. I have a dealership. I sell cars. I finance. I'm the finance guy here, so I see it all the time with different credit profiles. If you had like a 650, 660 credit score, I could possibly see like refinance your name or get into a lease deal to kind of just hit the reset button. But right now, until your credit gets up, you're pretty much stuck.
Every time I see these videos, it makes me feel so much better about driving an older car. Most of us would probably like to drive something newer, but it's just a cycle. You spend the money, and a year or two down the road, you need to do it again.
I mean, it's not all that bad. I split it up every month, like every month, like I pay $400 2 weeks, $400 the next 2 weeks. So it's not too bad.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's a third of your income, and I'm not saying this to call you out. You have to kind of put some weight behind it. You're like, you know what? Even though I may not see it being bad, but a third of my income is going to a car and insurance, I got to reassess.
Right.
So
yeah.
You're still fairly young. How old are you?
25.
25. Well, look, try to take a year. Just pay your bills on time. Try to get everything situated, and hopefully, within the next year or so, maybe you can get the mid 600s, and then you can kind of refinance and get from a 29% interest rate to like a 7% interest rate from a credit union, and that'll save you a lot of money.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you.
Yep.
The way she does her math is a major problem. Over a third of her income on a car is really bad, like you said. But she looks at it as two $400 payments, and somehow that's better. Feels better to her because she's just dividing the payment. A smaller number feels more affordable.
3 things I wish I would have known when my car was repossessed. I wish I would have known that when it came up as a repossession on my credit report, I could have signed up for credit repair and deleted it from my credit report much quicker than I did, because it took me 2 years to realize that was even possible in order to qualify for a new vehicle loan, because I could not get a new car. Speaking of cars, that's the car I want so bad. That was a sign. Anyway, it took me 2 years to get a new car because for about a year and a half, I didn't realize what credit repair was and how I could remove this from my credit report so that I didn't get denied for car loans because of the repossession that was reporting on my credit report. Actually, that's it. That's all I wish I would have known. Start fixing your credit, because your credit is not going to fix itself. And don't fall for the people selling you credit sweeps. Those are illegal and temporary.
Why would you be financing another car shortly after you had one repoed? Even if you can get that off your credit report, it's still a bad idea. It was likely repoed because she couldn't afford it. Fixing your credit score is great, but you shouldn't be going into major debt just to do it. It took her 2 years to get another loan. She could have saved up the cash and bought one in that time and not had a car payment.
I realize new cars are getting more expensive. But the one thing that really bugs me is if we're going to pay more money, why are they building the cars so cheaply? And you can say inflation and whatnot, but at the end of the day, the materials, everything they're using is cheap. This carpet, if I call it carpet, I can go to Hobby Lobby and find felt thicker than this. This used to be what's in the trunk of an old car. This is it's in the back of an old car. This is literally thicker than the carpet that's in a $50,000 car. Like, what is this? And the other thing too, I always thought these electronics made them more expensive. Now realizing this screen, that screen, integrating everything into screens is actually so much cheaper for the manufacturer. Whether it's making door panels all one piece, so that way if you break this, you got to buy a whole new door panel. So not only are we getting more expensive cars, we're literally getting shrinkflation when it comes to the quality of the car. Like this design now, with having the buttons and the knobs and the switches all separate from screens, actually more expensive than the screens. So we're getting duped. We're getting more expensive cars and we're getting worse quality. It's like, what a scam.
This guy's videos have made me take a closer look at all vehicles. The more I look, the worse they are. From the video, that Mustang's interior looks about as cheap as they come. Maybe it's better in person, but it looks like they spent the least amount of time and money on it. Maybe it's just the screens that cheapen the look. All that for 50 grand.
So you guys want to hate on Tesla when you can literally sit here and play Xbox on it with a PS5 controller that I keep handy right here. So literally all you have to do is sign in and you can play games like Fortnite, NBA 2K, virtually any game that you want. But you guys will still hate on this car, not to mention it's crazy fast, can full self-drive, parallel park for you, pick you up from the store, has interactive ambient lighting that glows up on beat to the songs, and you can even insert your own custom lock sound for the car. Absolutely love this car. And if you guys are interested in any accessories or you want 3 free months full self-driving, make sure to check out the links in my bio. Follow me for more Tesla content, but this car is crazy.
I come across a lot of these videos. Tesla owners trying to convince others that they made a good purchase. I'm not sure being able to play video games in your car is the best way to do it. But if you're happy with the car, just enjoy it. You don't need to justify it to anyone. I don't know if they're being paid in some way to do this, but seeing clips like this doesn't sell me on it. It does the opposite. It almost makes me feel like there's something wrong with the car.
So I made a nice little $100,000 mistake. So I bought this Land Rover 2 or 3 months ago. I don't even have tags on the thing yet. And so far this winter, she has slid down our driveway, wrecked into the rocks, left me stranded once, wasn't able to make it up the hill. She has left me stranded at home for at least 5 days. And we started to make the trip to go get my surgery done 2 weeks ago, and we had to turn around, drive to my boyfriend's mom's house and take her car up to Denver because the Land Rover could not make it.
With all the access to information we have, why would you buy a Land Rover? The sticker price should be the first thing. It's not worth anywhere near $100,000, but if that gets by you, a simple Google search would have told you it's a bad decision.
My 2014 rear-wheel drive Camaro did better in the snow than this thing, and it has good tires on it. It has Continental all seasons, which is the same all season that I put on all of our cars, and this one does not stop in just a little bit of snow, a little bit of slush. It even gets a little in the rain too. It's just... And she's beautiful, but like random shit, this thing makes so much noise when you're driving. It's just like falling apart. Like I really thought this would be the absolute best thing for the winters in Colorado.
Why all seasons? I had them on one of my cars in the past and I will never do it again. I wouldn't be able to drive much either unless the roads were clear. A good winter tire might at least solve that problem.
I took it snowboarding and I had to look at the traffic cameras to make sure the roads were bone dry, completely clear. Otherwise I would not trust taking this thing into the mountains. And for an added bonus, oh, that doesn't work. Range Rover my ass. So thank you, Land Rover. I'd like to make a return, please.
Almost everyone we see in these videos want to make a return. They've spent too much money and regret it. That feeling of excitement when you spend goes away quickly, and you're stuck making payments on something you don't even want. With cars getting more expensive and being built to lower standards, I'll be spending less on older cars and saving my money. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.